Hey guys, I'm back with part 2 of the What Do My Friends Think of Mental Health, I think is the title. That's a bit bad, I don't know the title. Let me just check that. Yes, part 2 of What Do My Friends Think of Mental Health. So I'm going to start, I've only got 4. I say only, I'm very, very grateful that I've got, that people have answered it. If you'd like to answer it, I have 3 separate questionnaires. If you are a family member watching this, I have a certain one for family. If you're one of my friends watching this or don't necessarily know me, then you will have the friends one. If you are a child, or might not understand more technical terms, I have a kid-friendly one which I am going to be including in a later video. So, I'm going to start with my friend RJ. I have mentioned RJ in previous videos. So we'll just crack straight into it. So, the first question, I have it sort of next to me. The first question was, what does mental health mean to you? RJ replied, mental health means everything to me. I put my mental health and others before everything. If school is affected, so be it. The most important thing is to be healthy and happy. As yes, grades are important, but mental health and your stability is and should be your first priority. If something is affecting your mental health, say if it annoys someone else, or they call you selfish as you stop something as it's damaging you, they're wrong. You're not selfish. You're putting yourself before others as if you aren't okay, you can't help others. And I strongly agree with that. As if I'm not okay and not stable in my mental health, I cannot help others when they are in need. Okay, I will be completely honest. There were some words in there that I didn't understand. But I think the message RJ is getting across is, if you are struggling, then help yourself before you help others, because it's you who's going to be affected by it. Make yourself better before you do anything else. And exams are exams, and your grades are important, but so is your mental health. I think that I completely agree with this, because when I had my first lot of Year 11 mocks in November, that was just after I was suicidal for the second time, and I decided not to revise. I decided that I needed to get better in myself before I did anything else. Hence why I didn't get the best grades. But at that point, and I still believe it now, those grades weren't important at all, because I was in a process of trying to make myself better, and it has obviously worked. I am, better than I was. I think if I had not done that, if I had carried on revising hard and tried to get good grades out of my mocks, then I would have put more stress on myself and put more strain on myself. So yes. Okay, question 2 was, in your opinion, is it best for people to talk about it? And if so, who to? RJ replied with, yes, 100%. It is so important to receive help, as it's so hard for some person around them as they see the person become isolated in their own body. 2, teachers who have to support and keep this person happy, having the responsibility to make them see that they are worth it and to see the bright side, but also the friendship and some teachers make with their students and to see them deteriorate. But most importantly, 3, the person suffering with mental health, as they might struggle with daily activities. So it's so important to talk, even if it's to a friend. I suggest a teacher, parent, or anyone you trust. If it's hard to talk to authorities or professional help, talk to a friend or ask for advice and not tell them directly, so you have a little bit of help and then gain more trust and confidence. I completely agree with that as well. I think that if you don't feel comfortable talking to somebody professional about it, then you should talk to your friends about it. and or your parents or your family or somebody who you trust, and they're going to be able to help you as best they can. Hence the reason I just looked up and started smiling is because I've just gone onto the YouTube, my YouTube studio bit, and I can see that I've got, I can't add it all up in my head, but a load of views in total. My first video, so a couple of videos ago, I mentioned that I had nearly got 100 views on my first video. I've now got 117 as of filming this. That's incredible because it shows that people are seeing this, and it is getting out there, and like my story is getting out there, as well as hopefully giving people a better understanding. Back to the topic of conversation. I think for teachers, well, it's particularly hard because they teach you, they see your personality. If they then start to see you deteriorate, then it must be really hard for them because they might not know what to do. So yeah, I agree with that. Like, it is 100% important to talk to someone. Question 3 was, what do you think is the best way for someone to deal with it? RJ replied, I think a stress ball for anxiety or any type of stress, or if you can't keep still and you don't want people asking why. Taking your mind off things. Personally, and she's put here, and Evie, I don't mind you using this in the vid. I used to get anxious in lessons, and art is my way to cool down and take a breather. So when my teachers saw me tense up and panic, they would let me draw or doodle in the back of my book. And even my maths teacher took my book off me and gave me some paper so I could chill. I definitely make sure there is something that can make you happy, even if it's for just 10 to 15 minutes. So me and RJ were in the same maths class, and I remember a time, and I haven't told RJ this, so this is going to be the first time she's hearing this. There was one time when we were in a class, I had come in late due to other reasons. I then, I was fine, said I got on with my work, saw that RJ was struggling, getting a bit stressed, and the teacher hadn't noticed yet, so I put my hand up. I got the teacher to come over to me, and I said to her, look, RJ's struggling, can I go over and see her? Can I make sure she's alright? And the teacher was like, no, you need to stay and do your work, you're late as it is. And I was like, well, something needs to be done. I need to go and see her, or one of her friends needs to go and see her. And the teacher refused. And inside I was thinking, why won't the teacher let me? And then the teacher went over and spoke to RJ and all was good. RJ doesn't know that, so you're welcome, RJ. But yeah, I think to do something that you enjoy, to cool yourself off of it, is the best way. Excuse me. Question 4 was, is there any advice you would give to someone or people who are dealing with it? And RJ replied with, definitely find a way to keep reminding yourself that you are worth it and have potential. Keep focused on a holiday you can't wait to go on, a day trip to a city, or even to the park after lockdown, of course. Yes, because we're not allowed out, stay in your houses. Or even a family member, keeping a fixed mindset on what is the positive points in life, and to keep pushing forward. If your mental health is so low one day, that's okay. Tell yourself that it's an off day, but when you're on a high, reward yourself for pushing through and look at where you have come, and how hard it was to overcome the difficult times. Like I said before, to find a distraction or own it, accept that this is part of you, and accept that you're going to overcome it and beat this personal battle. That is really, really wise words, as I would say, as my dad would say, in fact. If you are having a low day, that's okay. It will get better, and when it is better, reward yourself for it. Tell yourself that well done, you've overcome it. And then you're more likely to have better days. But so if you are struggling, then, like RJ mentioned, think about something that you can't wait to happen. So for me, like I've mentioned in previous videos, I think about when I'm next going to see my niece and my nephews, or I think of something to do with them anyway. My niece has just started walking. I say just, a couple of months ago now. And I've only seen her once since she started walking, and so I just inside think I can't wait to see her so I can see how far she's progressed with her walking, sort of thing. My nephews, I might think, I can't wait to see them because I can't wait to see how much they've changed, how much they've grown, sort of thing. So it's just the little things like that if you keep focused on it, it will get better. Question 5. Everyone who answered these questions said that question 5 was the hardest to answer. And I tried to answer it, and yes, it was very hard. So question 5 was, do you think everyone deals with it to a certain extent, / do you think everyone has some type of mental health condition? Everyone who answered it with a long paragraph. I'm just trying to find it on here because it's cut off a little bit. Here we go. So she replied, yeah, everyone does have a certain mental health. Mental health doesn't necessarily mean there's a problem. It could be a positive outcome sometimes and can affect personal, economical, political, and so much more than people realise. Nobody's perfect, and no one can judge or discriminate against people who aren't okay, people who are, or people who have no clue what they feel. And each stage of life can change a person's mindset and show them how strong they are one day, and then how they break the next. Everyone breaks at some point. Everyone has down days and struggles to overcome. There's so many mental health conditions out there, and I fully agree that everyone has to deal with and to battle. Everyone has their flaws, but some only have a few, but some have a few more. But that doesn't matter. You are perfect the way you are, and no matter what people can say, you are amazing, you are beautiful, and can fight off anything in your way. So I think that that is 100% true. You should, you will overcome things eventually. And yes, I think that there is there's loads and loads of different mental health conditions out there. And I think at some point in everybody's life, everybody will witness or be... we'll have one. I can't think of the word. Everyone will have one. We'll just stick with that. Everyone will suffer with something. However big that might be, however small that might be, everyone will... what is the word? It's going to come back to me later. I'll be like, oh, that's what I meant. Everyone will struggle at some point. However, I don't think that everyone will have a diagnosable mental health condition. I think, you might just have down days and stuff. So that was RJ's answers. Okay, the next person is... I'm just going to check if they're allowing me to use their name. Okay, they didn't want me to use a name, that's absolutely fine. We're going with, if you want it to be anonymous, then we're going to keep it anonymous, because I'm not going to mention somebody's name if they don't want it to be used. So the same question sent out. They replied with question 1, which was, what does mental health mean to you? With how happy someone is with their self and their life, positive and negative. So yeah, that's pretty much what I would have said as well. So it's, if somebody's happy, or if they're not. So it's their mental well-being sort of thing. Question 2, again, like all these questions are exactly the same, it's just different answers. So do you think people should talk? Yes, but only as much as they want to, and to who they will understand and who they would trust. So yeah, I agree with that. I think people should only talk to people they are willing to talk to, who they think will understand, and who they can trust. And they should only say as much as they want to. They should not be forced into saying anything, and they should not be made to say more than they want to say. Question 3, which was, what do you think is the best way for someone to deal with it? This person said, I don't know, but I would get away from home for a while with friends or by yourself. So that's sort of what I do. Just coming upstairs, and my bedroom's literally there, and it's away from everybody else's bedrooms in the house. Just that's how it happened. And so I know if I come up here, then I'm going to have time on my own, and that's, for me, the best way to deal with it. Okay, question 4, is there any advice? Get away from it all with your friends or by yourself and talk to people you trust. I would say talk to people you trust, definitely. Who you think will understand, who you think will help you through it. And then question 5, yes, but some can be very mild or very bad. So that's exactly what I was saying a minute ago. I think that people will suffer with a type of mental health condition, whether it's diagnosable or not, but some are going to be really mild and some are not. Okie dokie. The next person we are going to the next person we're going to do is, in fact I think I've got 5 instead of 4. Again, I'm just going to check that they are okay with me using their name or not, because we don't do that on here. Okay, so again, no name on this one. So I know all these people as well. Like, these people are all my mates and everything. So question 1, it's all about your mental being and what you think and feel. So yeah, that is, question 2, I think it's best to talk to people, yes, and to people who you trust, like family and friends. So I think the main idea here is to talk to people who you trust, like your family, your friends, teachers maybe, but definitely talk to someone you trust about it. Number 3, the best way for someone to deal with it, always talk to people or pets, and maybe to have a diary to make notes of what's been good today instead of working on the bad stuff. So that's the first time somebody's mentioned a pet. I don't know if I talk to my pets about it. I mean, I have a cat, a rabbit, a tortoise, and a snake. I don't know, as well as 2 little brothers. They are classed as pets. I don't know if I would talk to my snake about it because, snakes you can't really, cuddle in a way, sort of thing. Same being it with my tortoise. The cat, I might talk to the cat about it, but I don't really like cats, so I probably wouldn't talk to the only animal I'd probably talk to about it would be the rabbit. You can pick the rabbit up and put it on your lap and stuff and just talk about it. It's obviously not going to reply because it's an animal, but it's still going to get things off your chest even if it's not replying. So I think talking to a pet would be a good idea if you have a pet that you're close with. But yeah, personally, I'm not close to any of my pets, including my little brothers. So I probably wouldn't talk to my pets about it, but that is a good idea. The diary, that's also a good idea because then you're getting things off your chest again, but then if you're writing down what's good, then you're focusing on the positives and not on the negatives, which is a good way to overcome it all. Question 4 was any advice. That even though there are tough times in your life, always think of the good things and talk to people as it will make you feel better. Yeah, I agree with that. Talk to people. There might not be, great times in your life, but if you talk to people and get it out, then it's gonna be better. This is coming up a lot. Talk to people, but honestly, it is one of the best ways you can, overcome things. And question 5, I think everyone deals with it to a certain extent, some more than others. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much what I was saying. The next person I'm going to do... I'm guessing they're going to be okay with it because they've said in the past they'll be okay with it. I'm going to say their name even though they haven't said whether I can or can't, because I know this person will be alright with it. So this is my best friend Emily. Me and Emily have been together through thick and thin, even if we've had some arguments along the way. Okay, so she replied to question 1 as, I think it's an important topic that needs to be dealt with better. Okay, so, it does. I think it does need to be dealt with better, and yeah. Okey-doke. Right, I've just filmed another video, hence why I had a drink, because it was a half an hour long video. It will be uploaded the day before this one, so throat's a bit dry. Anyway, question 2, is it best for people to talk about it? Yes, otherwise they can't get the help they might need and it could get worse. They should talk to a parent, guardian, friend, teacher, or anyone they feel can support them. They shouldn't be pressured, however, to speak to someone they don't feel comfortable speaking to. It should always be someone they trust and pick. I think you should be able to choose who you talk to, and it should be someone you trust. And it all should make it better. Question 3, what do you think is the best way for someone to do it? Therapy, talking to friends about it, getting advice from people who've been through it. I think this is really important, hence why I've mentioned in previous videos, and I'm going to mention again now. If you are struggling and don't know who to talk to, I am always on my phone if you want to talk to somebody about it. I am happy to listen. I'm happy to give you as much advice as I can if you're struggling, or even if you just, want to talk to somebody. I'm always on my phone. I'm always happy to message people and talk to people and make sure they're okay. Okay, question 4, which was any advice. Yeah. Please speak to someone, even if it's just to let them know you're going through it. At least they can keep checking up on you. So obviously at the moment we are in lockdown, we're in quarantine. However, I am still a year 11 pupil at my school. And so I'm not at the moment because it's still the Easter holidays. But after the Easter holidays, I will be getting emailed 3 times a week by a member of staff from my school just to check in on me. And then if I need to, I can email them back saying that I'm struggling or I'm fine and stuff. But I have that option that, although it's not face to face, I do have that help if I need it, sort of thing. And then question 5, which was, do you think everyone has some sort of mental health condition? Emily said, I'm not sure. I feel everyone has the right to therapy or to get professional help. I also feel everyone deserves to be checked up on, and whether they show any symptoms of mental health or not. I think everyone should have the option to have support, whether they are struggling or not. And I think that, that would make it better. The final person is Josh. Josh is one of my best mates. Honestly, Josh, we've had a lot of fun together, let's just put it that way. Josh, if you're watching, English was always fun, and geography. So Josh replied to question 1 with mental health as is important as physical health and needs to be helped just as much. So, it is just like it is as important as your physical health, and does need to be treated the same. We should be getting help for it and stuff. Question 2, which was talking about it. Josh said, "It is better for people to talk about it as it spreads awareness and acceptance and makes people not feel alone." So that's why I went to that's why I spoke to certain friends about it when I first started struggling, because I knew that they had been through it as well, or they were going through it, so they would know exactly what I was on about, and then I wouldn't feel alone, sort of thing. And yeah, Josh got the right idea of this channel anyway, to spread awareness. That is what I'm trying to do with these videos. So please show these videos to people, tell people about my channel, and then hopefully I can spread awareness that people aren't alone during this pandemic. Like, even after this lockdown is over and stuff, I'm still going to carry on with these videos, because I feel that people should be aware of mental health and it's not going away, sort of thing. Like, you know, yeah. So the answer to question 4 is, well, the question was any advice. Josh said, I'm not going to read all of this out because it is a bit personal, but basically Josh said he's not too sure, and, you know, yeah, basically. I'm not going to read the rest of that out because it's quite personal to him, but I'll answer this one on his behalf, I think. Talk to somebody, get it out there somehow, like, get it off your chest, and yeah. Then question 5, almost everyone will have it at some point, such as depression or anxiety, but some people have it way worse but still won't get as much treatment. So yeah, I agree with that again completely, because I feel that you know, it should be treated as much as any, like, it should be treated all the same, to be honest. Like, if somebody has really bad mental health, it should be treated and it should be looked at, and that person should be sort of like cared for, not cared for as such, but like their mental health should be looked after as you would if your physical health was down. That's all the ones I have at the moment. Again, like I've also mentioned already, if you would like to do one of these questionnaires, please message me. I will get one to you. Like I've already mentioned in previous videos, as well as this video, I'm pretty sure. I have a questionnaire that if you are one of my friends, no matter how close, no matter, I was going to say how far, that doesn't really make sense. If you're on one of my friends anyway, or you don't know me, then I've got one for you. If you are a family member, I have one for you. It's a little bit different, which is more personal to me because you obviously know me, sort of thing. And I have a kid-friendly questionnaire as well, which is going to be mentioned in one of my later videos, which is what is my family, how does my family react to mental health. So yeah, if you need to get in, like, if you have any suggestions as to what I can do, you can message me on Instagram, Snapchat, or Facebook. It's a new thing I'm trying, that thing, see if I can understand it right. But I hope you're all well. I hope you are all staying safe, and remember to stay at home unless you need to leave the house. It will stop the spread of COVID-19, and help us get out of lockdown, which I think is what we all want right now. I know I certainly want to just be out and see my friends again. But if you want to see your friends, make sure you stay in the house. But yeah, I hope you're all staying safe, and I hope you're all well. If you need me at all, message me, and I will get back to you. If you have any questions for another Q&A, again, message me them. If you want a questionnaire, message me, and yeah, I'll get back to all of you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching, I hope you're all good, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.